update on where we are with the STLP level 2 project submissions. So just showing you right now, it looks like about 5 schools in total across the entire state have entered into this level 2 project judging right now. We have 2 JCPS schools. We've Hartstern was one of the first to submit, period, which is awesome. And then Bowen has submitted 2 projects recently. So we've got 2 schools from JCPS that have submitted level 2 projects. You have until April 6th, which seems like it might be far away, but when you really think about it, we've got spring break next week, and then it's that Tuesday. So it's like you have till basically midnight of that following the Tuesday we come back from break to submit these level 2 STLP projects. So just something to be thinking about. That due date is coming up April 6th, 11:59. He does not currently have the final list of live challenges yet for state. Hopefully that will come along possibly soon after that April 6th date. I wouldn't think he'd put it out during our spring break, but who knows? But when he does, I'll send you guys an email. But that's just for stuff like the Quick Tech Challenge, which is like Quick Recall, but like a technology version of that. That's always a great competition to enter kids into. So just be looking for those live competitions soon to be announced and finalized as well. So April 6th, Tuesday, April 6th is the deadline. Thank you, Bowen. Thank you, Hartstern, for already submitting those. If you have any questions about submitting your level 2 projects, please reach out to myself or your zone leaders with those questions. If you need a judge and you don't want it to be you for some reason, you can have it, reach out to me and I will give you a name, either myself or Steve Durham or somebody in our department. We can be your judge. So just a quick reminder on that. And so with that, last time we got together about, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, I was talking about this KDF or this new Minecraft challenge. And so today I'm going to turn it over to Jim Unger to talk about this really exciting Minecraft thing we have going on now that we can actually talk about. So Jim, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you can start sharing yours and you can talk about Minecraft.
All right. And I'm hoping everybody's seeing my screen.
Yeah, we see it.
Super. All right. Yeah, so as Russ said, Robo Rumble, which I know a lot of people are familiar with, and that's where schools across Kentucky come to JCPS. We do a competition with robots, multiple different. We have the big battles. We have the programming competition where they try to get through certain tasks on the tables. But we couldn't have those in-person challenges this year. So what we did is we talked to the Kentucky Derby Festival, who helped sponsor this, and we decided to take it virtual and take it into the Minecraft world, which we know is huge in JCPS right now, but also to offer that to the entire state. So if you haven't seen this yet, let me go ahead and put this in the chat. Absolutely, and feel free to share this with your students, anyone around the state, send it out to them. We've sent it out through the listservs, things like that. Obviously, you guys have probably seen it in the Google Classrooms around the district and everywhere else. Huge, huge, huge event. And what it's looking at is it is in Minecraft, but it's challenging students to recreate a Kentucky Derby Festival event or to create a new one. And that includes like Thunder over Louisville, the Pegasus Parade, one of my favorites, the Chow Wagon, the Great Balloon Fest, which I've seen some great work on from some different places where they're recreating that. Really anything that you can find. And we have the website for KDF linked on here. So you can go through there and look at some of the events they have, different footage they have. And obviously from there, you can go to YouTube and look up different events. But I'm really interested because I love when students do creation where they can create an entirely new event that focuses maybe on their community, where they're from, different parts of Kentucky or different parts of Louisville. I think this is a really interesting piece because maybe even KDF could take that and build something off of that in the real world in the future. They may get ideas from this. So it's such a great way for students to leave their mark and, to compete at the same time. There will be offerings of prizes for elementary, middle school, high school, whether that's an individual or a team. There's going to be money prizes with that. And pretty much all students, but we'll say the first 2,000 who enter will get some drawstring Kentucky Derby Festival bags and maybe some Minecraft swag along with that. Biggest thing is we're taking this down. It's very similar to the STLP, which is why Russ has helped me out with this, work and get this together. It's very similar to the STLP Minecraft competition. You do a 3-minute video on this once the students have their build. And then you, as the teacher, the mentor, the coach for those students, are going to upload it to YouTube and submit a link through the form, which is also on here right at the bottom of this slide. Google form can be found here. And those submissions are open, so you can get them in now if your students have been working and have that ready. We have helpful pieces on here. Now, these are kind of general for anyone in the state as far as Minecraft, screen recording. But don't forget, you also have the access to things in JCPS, like the JCPS Minecraft website. You have the digital learning channel that has lots of videos on Minecraft, uploading, getting screenshots and screen recording. These are there, and we're taking submissions all the way through until April 28th. So we have till the end of April, really, to get these in and submitted, and then we're looking at getting them judged. This is the rubric we're using. Once again, transparency. You can see what we're looking at, how's the design, the process the students went through. Really, the only limitation they have, and I've actually had some random students from across the state emailing, asking questions. Can I do this on an Xbox? You can use any version of Minecraft you have, as long as it is using the base game, no mods or texture packs allowed. I even had a crafty student say, well, I coded my own texture pack. Can I use that because it's my work? And I said, no, because we're trying to keep that even playing field. We want to keep it level out there for everyone. While I appreciate that great work, we want to make sure we're not doing any add-ons to the game. But they can record it from, the Xbox, from a Chromebook, from whatever. It does not have to be the education version. Now, for JCPS, that's a great one because it costs nothing for the students all across JCPS to use the education version. But if students end up using the Bedrock version somewhere else, that is absolutely fine, as long as there have been no modifications done. And that's in here. And also, students themselves cannot upload these. It has to be through a teacher account, because if they do happen to win and they have that great prize, whether it's first, second, third, in the elementary, middle school, or high school, their money prize is going to go to that school to then be doled down to them. So that's why we require an adult, a teacher, to be involved in this project. And also, we don't want students just doing random uploads to YouTube. That can be messy. So are there any questions on this competition? Who's going with it? Who's not?
So Jim, Mary asked a question in the chat. Is it how many entries per school? So how many entries could one school theoretically put in?
That's great. Theoretically, a school could have whatever their enrollment is, one per student. That's the biggest hurdle right there for students is, or where's it on here? You may only have one entry per student. So a student can't do 3 different individual entries. They can only enter one time. You also cannot say, well, I'm going to do my own, and then I'm also going to do one for these 2 teams that I'm on. They can only enter that student's name once. But a school can have hundreds.
All right, good to know.
It's a very good question.
All right, and so just remember, this is in addition. So this is not an STLP thing, but if you got those kids that are really interested in Minecraft, and they did one for STLP, this would be a great thing, a great kind of follow up to that. Or if they're like, well, I just couldn't get into building the Kentucky farm, maybe this is for them. Maybe this is their Minecraft challenge they're looking for. So yeah, looking for those entries at the end of April is when they're due. So definitely got some time on that. But level 2 projects for STLP region our level 2 projects for STLP are due April 6th. Any questions about Minecraft or STLP at this point? All righty, guys. So thank you guys for joining us today. Appreciate it. and have a great Wednesday. And we'll see you out there. Thank you again. Make sure you check every Monday those three STLP 3 things. There's always new information in there. So appreciate it, guys. Yes.
Are there any extensions for our group level 2 projects?
No, I don't think at this point I think April 6th is going to be the deadline on that. So it's just a matter if you don't if it doesn't look complete or whatever, I would just submit what you've got. To be honest.
Okay.
Yes, I don't think he's gonna extend the deadline.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All righty. All right. Thanks a lot.